Hello and welcome to another episode of Rob's Ramblings here on the Bucks and Six channel. Today at the Brown Table of Sports Card Collecting, I don't have a whole lot of cards to show. I only have four. I've got four stands ready to go, but I have a story to tell. I think that's kind of a theme of my channel so far. I've usually like to connect my baseball card and football card and sports card collecting with some stories that connect me to the game or to the players. That's just the way I collect, and that's the way I enjoy the hobby. So today I'm connecting a story about Damar Hamlin. This shirt that I have up here in the background was a shirt that Damar Hamlin sold in an effort to raise some funds to support the first responders in Cincinnati after his infamous tragic event a couple of years ago. If you don't know, Damar Hamlin is a defensive back for the Buffalo Bills, and in a very key matchup late in the season a couple of years ago, Damar suffered a cardiac arrest right on the field and nearly died right in front of the entire nation. That's something that my wife and I will never forget. We were sitting on our couch in our living room and just enjoying the game, and I was cheering for my fantasy football players, and all of a sudden the tone and the mood totally shifted as everybody just held their breath in hopes that Damar was going to live through the night. He got hit at the exact wrong time and in the exact wrong spot, and his heart just stopped beating. And if it wasn't for the swift and immediate response of the Cincinnati first responders that were on site, he likely would not have survived that night. So, why am I telling you this story? Well, the reason is that I have also suffered a cardiac arrest, and as I sat and watched Damar Hamlin's story unfold that night, I just felt drawn to the man, and naturally was cheering for him to make a recovery, which he has. My story, I just went to bed one night. It was the Saturday after Thanksgiving in 2019, and I went to bed just like any other night, expecting to wake up the next morning in my own bed. But that did not happen. In the middle of that night, my heart stopped beating, and my wife and my son dragged me out of bed and started. My wife gave me chest compressions until the paramedics arrived, and they kept me alive. But I was in a coma for several days. So instead of waking up the next day in my own bed, I woke up several days later in a hospital room, hooked up to a lot of machines that were keeping me alive. So, not that my story is the exact same as Damar Hamlin's, but I definitely felt drawn to this man, and was definitely cheering for him to survive his ordeal, just like I was fortunate enough to survive my ordeal, thanks to my wife, who I love immensely, for saving my life that night, and all of the emergency responders that came to help both of us. So I immediately bought this shirt once I learned that he was selling these shirts to raise money and raise funds to support the Cincinnati first responders. And so I wear this shirt quite often, just in a show of support. And every single time I wear this shirt out in public, I get people that comment and ask me about it. And it's been a great way to kind of share my story and to tell about Damar Hamlin's story. So, because of all of this, Damar Hamlin has been a guy that I have decided to collect. Now, I haven't collected much of his material. I had none of it until all this happened. So I just started from scratch, and I've got a few cards I'm going to show today. The first one is just a base card. This is his Panini Select rookie card. Nothing too sensational about this, other than it just depicts the man. It's a cool photograph, I think, though. It's a nice looking card from Panini Select 2022. One of the other things that I like to do is I like to collect multiple versions of the same card so I can put them on display together. And this is just an example of that. This is the same card. This is Panini Select 2022, but it's a green variation. You can see up in the corners there's some green highlights to that card. So those two cards are his rookie cards. That's what I started with when I collected his cards. Then just this week I added one more. This is the next year. This is 2023. This is Prism. This is in football. I'm trying to learn the terminology in the different sports. Football, apparently they call this kind of a look the cracked ice. In baseball, they call it sapphire. But it's all very similar in design, and I just love the way that kind of design looks. And this is a beautiful color match with the blue around the border and the Bills colors. So that's Panini Prism 2023. And then the last card I have to show you, it was given to me by my wife. Now, I told the story about how she played a key role in saving my life when I had my cardiac arrest. And so we've had many discussions about DeMar, and obviously my wife plays a role in my collecting quite a bit, a lot more than I probably have mentioned on the channel. But clearly, I told her that I wanted to start collecting Damar Hamlin, and I put his cards on my bucket list. So the next holiday that rolled around was Christmas, and she came through with this card for me. She gave me this for Christmas. This is a pre-pro card. It's a Panini Prism. This is from 2021, so it's before he even became a pro. It's from when he was playing at the University of Pittsburgh. And it's an autograph card, and it's got a pretty cool looking rainbow shine in the background there on that card. It looks really, really nice. So this is definitely one of those cards that I treasure, just not because it has any gigantic monetary value, but just it has a lot of value to me. And this card is definitely on the list of cards I'm thinking about having sent in to get slabbed up and protected permanently. I mean, right now it's in One Touch Town, but I believe that one's going to graduate up to get slabbed up here pretty soon. So at any rate, to wrap up this episode, I just want to say one more time how important it is to support your first responders. If you don't do it with monetary donations, just if you see a first responder, just thank them. They do incredibly amazing work, and they save lives, and they definitely deserve to get credit for what they've done. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Until next time, enjoy the hobby and stay true to yourself.